So my natural reaction is to come up with my thumb on the inside and push his arm off. But Aaron has a pretty tight collar tie. Even though I'm like 10 times stronger than him, I can't push this collar tie off like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the direction of my hand. That's simple. So he goes for the collar tie. This time my thumb's not on the inside, my thumb is on the outside. And all I'm doing is I'm pushing towards Mr. Cameraman right here, and I'm ducking my head down. Okay? So again, here. All right, really hold it this time. So just a simple thing like that can change how you get somebody's arm off your face. Okay, so going from here to here, sliding by, or shucking by as this is called, all right? So next, now onto the fun part. He gets the collar tie. I'm gonna go my shuck by right here, okay? So now this part of his body is exposed. So I'm gonna shoot this arm that's free, that's not doing anything, right into here. And I'm gonna bring my head right into his ribs. Okay, this hand here that had the wrist, swinging down, all right? Now I'm bending my knees quite a bit. I'm not just doing this right here, okay? I wanna actually get down to where I can get this part of my forearm, this blade of my forearm, all the way on the inside of the side. So from here, now I've got this seatbelt position here. I've got this part on his thigh. I'm gonna start to walk forward and pick him up. And now, I can just deposit him on the mat, however gently or not gently I want to, okay? It's out of you guys' discretion from there. So here, shuck by, stepping in, I'm getting real deep on this grab here, stepping in, lifting up. Ooh. Shuck by, stepping in with my penetration foot, my left. Changing my levels, going under, grabbing the leg, and then if you guys just try to lift up from here, some of y'all are really strong, might be able to do it, but it's a lot easier if you just start walking forward, okay? Even as heavy as he is, I can still pick him up, all right? So instead of just trying to, muscle him up right here, I just start walking forward, and he comes up like a feather. All right? All right, let's try that, y'all. So now, I always want to push down on the head and prevent him from being able to turn and look at me and mount any kind of offense from here, okay? Coming down with this hand, grabbing the elbow, this hand punches through. Both hands connect at the elbow. I get low here. I don't want to go over and try to pull the elbow. I want to stay low and drop my shoulder right into his ribs. Okay? Now both of his hands are extended. All right, so now I'm in prime position because this arm is stretched out above, kind of above his head. And I can even further facilitate that by reaching through and grabbing his elbow and keeping it there, okay? Because his defense to this darce is going to be to pull his elbow back to his body. So, shooting through here, most important thing about the darce is to wave to the crowd before you bring this hand around to your tricep, all right? So you guys are mostly familiar with the darce. Once you get this position, it's pretty much money, all right? You lock it in here, you drop down to this hip, take a deep breath in, and squeeze, and he dies, all right? One thing I see some people doing is this guy, if he tries to run his feet out that way to escape, which is pretty common, and if he can kind of back down, he can get out of this. So to prevent this, once I drop down to this hip, I'm gonna bring my body, my stomach, my belly, and my chest into him instead of trying to catch his legs, all right? I see a lot of guys trying to catch their legs and do all this while holding on to the darce. But when I extend my lower body like this, it kind of loosens my hands up. So I just try to bring my belly and my chest in. All right, and it's much faster on the finish. Here, push in, elbow, elbow, right. Catch this arm, prevent this elbow from coming back. Shoot this through. Wave to your parents in the crowd. Slide, grab all the way on my tricep if I can. Drop down to my hip, deep breath, and then I try to push my belly into his belly. All right? I can get the hand here. And I can wave, but you know, maybe he beats me to the punch to get my hand here, and he brings this elbow back. So I can wave, but that's all I can do. I can't get my arm all the way through like I need to grab my bicep and tricep, all right? So I want to push the head down when I do that. So a couple of different options from here when I can't get my hand all the way through. Number one being, I'm just gonna grab my forearm here, okay? So I saw him doing that earlier, and he was still, you know, trying to finish the darce. Instead of doing that, grab onto the forearm, and I'm just gonna use my elbow into the back of his head and lever my elbow into the back of his head to get the tap. But second option, come through here, shoot here, he brings his elbow back, kind of blocks my hand from going all the way. So I'm gonna push his head down and I'm gonna gable grip here, okay? Bring my hands together. Now make sure when you guys do this on your gable, you're not gabling like this, okay? It needs to be the correct way, the correct direction of my hands, to where this blade is again driving down on his neck. So once I grab my hands together, I'm gonna try to touch my elbows together right here, okay? Touch my elbows together right here. The most critical part of this is this just moving my chest up. And I'm bringing my chest and almost my stomach all the way on top of his shoulder. Continue to squeeze my elbows together. And now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fall until my right shoulder touches the mat. Or not. And I'm taking him down to here. Okay? Now, maybe I try to hit this darce, but he's defending really well and hiding both of his elbows in. I can't get his neck. Can't do anything. He's just not allowing me any space. Being really, really tight like he should be. And I'm gonna come up and under. All right, and look at my palm. But if you look here, I have the top part of his arm trapped. Once I get this, I'm gonna take this hand that's not doing anything, and I'm gonna bring my elbow right here on his ribs, all right? You see how he jerks right there? It's a good reaction. So as I work my body this way, I bring this elbow across and block. And I'm dropping this elbow all the way down, all right? And I still have my hand in the exact same position. I can still look at my palm here. All right, now all I do is bring my hand down and my elbow up right here. Nowadays, you know, a lot of guys have the proclivity to, you know, come here and start looking for the leg. Those leg locks are so prevalent now. So to avoid this, if I come down on a knee right here, now you can't leg lock me, right? So what I want to do is I want to pick one foot and I want to wrap my fingers all the way around, really squeeze the hell out of this foot, and then I'm going to press it down to the mat. All right, can you pull your foot out now? Nowhere. Okay, so from here, once I have that planted down to the mat, pretend like I'm, you know, my hand is nailing his foot to the mat. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand here, I'm going to come to the opposite side of his knee, pull. Now, I wrap, I get my figure four here, and I'm just going to try to bring his toes all the way to his butt. Nice little detail here. When you guys grab the toes here, you guys do toe holds a lot? All right, so You grab the toes here. Instead of just pushing here, once you grab, now fold his toes over with your fingers. Now from here. Okay, so one more time. Grab, press down to the mat, pull the knee, come up, get my toe hold. Now before I start pressing this into his tailbone, I fold the toes over. Toe fold here, and now it happens really, really fast. Okay?